Anyway, Nate McCollum, wide receiver out of North Carolina. Played there the last 2 years. Prior to that, played for 3 years over at Georgia Tech. So definitely a split school kind of situation. 5'11", 180 pounds. So he's a wee guy there. He's not like we hit the wrong button there. It's not even okay to say now wee guy. I don't even know. This past year, 10 games, 24 catches, 274 yards, 5 rushes, and 40 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, I would say that's not an impressive output. I think that's safe to say, right? Rob, am I being
pretty safe?
Am I being mean? I was going to accuse me mean. Am I being mean? Now, in 5 years, that's the 3 he had over at Georgia Tech and the 2 he had over at North Carolina. 49 games, 143 catches, 1,521 yards, 5 touchdowns, 13 rushes, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So I mean, he's got some output over 5 years. To be honest, that's about 300 yards receiving per year for 5 years. Not exactly the greatest. Did have some success, though, over at Georgia Tech. He had 60 catches back in 22. That's the 8th most in a single season in Georgia Tech. And keep in mind, Georgia Tech has had some decent players. Megatron went there. Just saying. Like, it's not that it's never had a receiver come out of Georgia Tech before. Like, one of the greatest of all time came out of that school. So, this is what NFL Draft Diamond said. They had a nice little write-up on him. There's a little long fair warning. Nate McCollum has a very small frame and measures below the NFL preference. He resides in the slot position at receiver and sections all portions of the field, running a varied route tree. He also has some experience at punt return at Georgia Tech. He wins with his light feet, toughness, awareness, and softness of hands. When against off coverage, he can generate separation and crossers and even stack safeties deep, and easily identifies and sits at an uncovered versus zone coverage using good vision and scheme identifications. He is a two-handed catcher who possesses good hands that allows him to track the ball deep and toughness that allows him to hold on to the ball after a big hit. A gutsy receiver is unafraid of the middle and will catch the ball in stride and identify a spot to move the chains. He possesses solid route running and has the tools to generate separation from break. Additionally, he is a good yak generator that turns up the field after the catch and looks to fall forward after contact, allowing him to be one of the primary screenplay targets for his teams. He does struggle with functional strength and is not going to plow through many defenders. When he's in contact with the player, he's often cast aside. As a blocker, he shows minimum effort and shows to limit his contact with the defender. He often waits for the defender to initiate or run around him. He's not a player you run a screen towards unless he is the receiver. Furthermore, he has shown diminished effort for route running when he is not a primary target. Because of his alignment and general off-balance stance, he does not face much press coverage. He does, however, struggle with silent catches, is unable to correctly position his body to catch in bounds or hold onto the ball when he does. You know what I heard of that? Lack of effort.
Small.
And weak. Again, we're being kind of mean this episode. I feel like, at least I am, but it is what it is. That's what I hear in that. Now, what I'm wondering, out of all of that hodgepodge of information we just got, which really, honestly, kudos to NFL Draft Diamonds, because if you're going that deep into a guy who didn't even get drafted, I can't say it's a website I'm very familiar with, but that's a decent write-up on a guy, again, that was UDFA. But what I got out of that is good vision, scheme identification, did some returning back at Georgia Tech. I wonder if that's what the Giants' plan is for this kid. Try him as a returner and see what you got.
Yeah.
It would make some sense. I don't think if you're having trouble at North Carolina getting off blockers, catching at the sidelines, anything with contested catches whatsoever, I don't think that speaks very highly of what's going to happen to you when you go to the NFL. 5'11", 180. That's teeny tiny.
He's just a little dude.
I got 80 pounds on the kid.
I mean, there are some little guys in the NFL that do make it, but typically,
not often.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. I think it's probably what they're thinking is try him as a returner. if he's got good vision, he's got, enough athleticism to have separation. That means he's got some speed. It'd be intriguing because I don't think wide receiver is really a spot for him. I really don't. So, and when they bring people in, they just go ahead and they typically have a role in mind for them. As
Drew comes in as Dream Crusher.
Drew is just crushing these kids' dreams, Jay says. I'm not just crushing their dreams. We're giving analysis on the players and crushing their dreams. See, it's
a difference.
It's a dual-headed thing, okay? It's called constructive criticism. All right.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.